This is Tyrannosaurus rex, easily the most recognizable dinosaur and probably animal of all time. It's shown up in movies like Primitive War and Jurassic Park. It's shown up in books like Primitive War and Jurassic Park. However, in those books and in those movies and in all of the media depictions of it, its bite force isn't really shown properly. And personally, I'm a little worried that the wider audience doesn't know how powerful of a bite force Tyrannosaurus rex really had. So I am here today as Champinski and as a general paleontology nerd to present to you my newest channel series. Call it? I don't know. Paleontology Explained. So, how do we know how powerful of a bite Tyrannosaurus rex had? I mean, there are studies that say it was 35,000 pounds. There's some that say it was 3,000 pounds. There's some that even depicted it as just having the bite of a grizzly bear, which just the bite of a grizzly bear is not that low of a bar. No. We actually now somewhat accurately know how powerful of a bite Tyrannosaurus rex had, and it started with a study by one Dr. Gregory Erickson of Florida University, where he did a test, an experiment, where he took the bite force of I believe it was 15-foot long crocodile, American crocodile, and put its jaws around a bite force or PSI pressure tester. And the bite he got was around 3,500 PSI, or 3,500 newtons. I believe it was newtons. And that just, in general, confirms just that crocodiles and crocodilians are the absolute kings when it comes to bite in the animal kingdom, but not as much of a king as the tyrant king. So, what was the bite that they got? Well, after measuring that it was around 3,500 newtons of force, they were able to accurately scale the bite of a crocodile to the proportions of what a T-Rex would have, since they have almost the exact same jaw muscles. Not even almost, they have the exact same jaw muscles. We have the medulla abductor muscle, as well as the pterygoid muscles, which attach to the pterygoid bone at the roof of your mouth, or at the roof of their mouth. Knowing that they have the exact same muscles, it's pretty easy to depict a Tyrannosaurus rex having the same bite or a similar bite as those of crocodiles, which is how they got the result of having 8,000 newtons. Now, that's not a baby number. That's a big boy bite force right there. That makes the 200 psi or newtons of force that a human has look like ants biting something. We now can definitely say for certain that Tyrannosaurus rex wasn't just capable of crushing bones and splitting muscle, that it was probably capable of eating bones, much like hyenas or even vultures do today. Now, why am I showing this to you today in a relatively short video? Well, right now, like I said earlier, I'm worried that the wider audience doesn't just know how powerful of a bite this is. This is so powerful that it could crack your femur like it was carrots. And the femur is the strongest bone in our body. This is impressive, and yet the bite of, let's say, Rexy in Jurassic Park isn't really that powerful. When it's fighting any other giant carnivore, her bite kind of gets shrugged off. When in reality, Tyrannosaurus's teeth were specifically adapted for gripping and biting down. Its front teeth were positioned in a triangular, almost beak-like position, where they were all clumped together to make almost kind of like a hook. Like I said, a beak, where it could grapple and latch on, and while its back teeth, the banana-sized, molars, if you could call them, were the main crushing and rending teeth. Now, you might be wondering, why did T-Rex have such a massive bite force? Well, it came at really just two reasons why. The first reason was to fight other males or even females for territory. The majority of uh, weapons that animals have, like hawks or elephants or rhinos, are made to fight each other, not for other predators. While, they could definitely be used for predators. I mean, Triceratops' horns could easily gore a T-Rex, which is why they didn't often really go at each other. I mean, they would have, but not that often. It's like seeing a lion hunt a hippo. It's possible, but you don't really see it that often. And the second reason, despite not going after many dangerous herbivorous dinosaurs in this time, was to hunt those dangerous dinosaurs. T-Rex and its entire lineage was locked in what's called a competitive evolutionary arms race, where Triceratops and its lineage evolved right side Tyrannosaurus and its lineage, all the way back when they were small lizard-like animals, where the Tyrannosaurus lineage was adapting to hunt the Triceratops or the Ceratopsian lineage, and the Tyrannosaurid lineage or the Ceratopsian lineage was adapting to combat and fight off the Tyrannosaurid lineage, and it locked each other in this evolutionary arms race. And it's why it has such a powerful bite, so that it can somewhat find a way to easily incapacitate Triceratops and Montosaurs and Kylosaurs, and all those very dangerous dinosaurs. And Montosaurus, for instance, and I'm going to get this in another video, was a very dangerous animal. It had kicks that were even stronger than a horse's, that can crack bone as well as T-Rex's bite. So yeah, it needed that bite force. So there's the how we know it has this powerful bite force. There's the what it used it for, and I guess the why it used it. Now, you might be wondering, again, despite me just being concerned for, the wider audience not knowing how powerful a bite it had, why I'm doing this. Well, personally, I'm also doing this so that I can see how well it performs with a wider audience. I want to know if you guys even like these videos, and I really want to continue making them. And I'm probably going to make better quality videos over time, as, anybody would do. If you scroll down to Markiplier's first video, it's probably, him as a kid or something. Everybody has their first video, and no one likes them. So I'm probably going to remake this video at a later time. But the point is, I just want to present to you just how powerful and magnificent an animal of this caliber was. And before you go panicking, thinking that, anytime you see a T-Rex, it could pop you like a grape, T-Rex was so big and would take so many calories just to move because of how big an animal it was. It likely wouldn't even see humans as food. We are mammals. We smell like mammals. And to a T-Rex, any mammal was tiny rat-sized animals like shrews or even basic squirrel-like mammals or marsupials. And it just wouldn't be worth it. Which is, why in the depiction, the, novel writing of Jurassic Park, there was actually two T-Rexes. It was the juvenile T-Rex that actually ripped apart people, and that's accurately to what would happen. But I want to present to you today that T-Rex had an amazing bite force, and it wasn't this vicious monster. It was still an animal. It was still, just an animal, as it would always be, as we are. So I hope you watch this video to this end, where I just want to give the message that no matter how many depictions of T-Rex there will be, the best depiction that you can give yourself is the accurate one, where it's just the magnificent, caring, loving, rolling around in the mud animal it is, where you can love and respect it even more than you would respect, the T-Rex in Primitive War, in Jurassic Park, or even Ghosts of Guandi. I think that's the stop motion film. But with that being said, I'm Hayden Ogren. Thank you for watching my first video. I'm hoping that this performs well and that you like it. So if this is cringe, go ahead and say it. Just get it out of the way. And if you guys do have any constructive criticism or just in general criticism, go ahead, because I'd love to make these videos a lot better and to just, present this art like this. So thank you for watching. My name is Hayden Ogren. I'm hoping to get this edited soon. Goodbye.